Hello, and welcome to Wednesday Night Magic, the standard showdown here at GameSwap Mason in 50-degree Mason, Ohio.
Yeah,
Not 14 degrees, not 8 degrees, not
Yeah.
36.
Yeah,
We're at
it's,
50 degrees.
we're at a solid number this time for once.
Yes, we are. I'm Zachary West.
And I am Logan Reinhardt.
Yeah, and we've got some sick standard action for you right now. We've got White Black Vampires on the right, played by Dustin, which we have had on stream before. And then on our left, we have Brandin Sheeler with Red Black Artifacts. And I'm not sure what he's playing. I'll be honest with you.
So I wonder if this is like
Revel in
turn
Riches?
No. Turn 1, Bowmat Courier. Turn 2, Heart of Kieran. Turn 3, Weld Fast Engineer. Crew the Heart of
Ooh,
Kieran.
okay, so like super aggressive. I was going combo. Yours makes a lot more sense. I like that. That makes a lot more sense. And I think I see Metallic Mimics in his hand.
Okay.
I think he's naming like constructs.
Could be.
Servo.
I like
Is that a
the
flip?
Vampires tribe just naturally gains a lot of life though, so I kind of like the Vampires in this matchup, I think.
Yeah, well, we're talking about Red Black Artifacts, and then his first play is Blooming Marsh.
Yeah.
I wonder if that confused. I'm confused. So, all right, Dustin's gonna start us off here. Legion's Landing, getting in there for one. No follow-up play though. Usually, the best follow-up you would see out of these like White Black Vampires decks would be like either a Lord or a Danto's Vanguard. A Danto's Vanguard being the premier like creature in standard right now. Can I say that? Can I say premier creature in standard, considering it's so hard to deal with between this deck and then like the
Auras?
yeah, the black, or excuse me, the white blue auras deck.
Yeah.
Between that and this deck, oh, he's playing. Oh.
And Metallic Mimic did come in naming Construct there.
It did come in naming Construct.
There's an Inventor's Fair, so heavy on the artifacts.
Really heavy on the artifacts. And I can't remember what this guy's name is. I think it's Vran. Is it Vran?
Isn't that a Martyr of Dusk?
Is it?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's hard to tell on the camera. Regardless, it's dead.
Yeah.
Unlicensed Disintegration.
That is still the arguably the best removal spell we have in standard right now.
And I think Brandon should have swung with his token there. I think Dustin should have swung with his 1/1 lifelink vampire token there. I don't think that Brandon was planning on blocking.
I agree with that. And even if he does, that's a profitable trade for you.
Exactly. And now he follows it up with this Vampire Lord that says whenever a creature dies, you put a 1/1 counter on him. He has lifelink. He starts out as a 1/1. And then when he dies, you get a 1/1 lifelink vampire token for each counter on him.
So I believe this might not be white-black vampires, but it might be white-black aristocrats. And you combo off with treasures, and then you what's the card where if you have X
Marionette Master.
Yeah. I think this might be Marionette Master combo.
You think?
It could be.
Nah, he's more aggressive than that. He has Scrap Heap Scroungers. What do you think? The green. What do you think that green is for? It's just an untapped black source. You think he's playing Concealed Courtyard too?
No. I mean, why not just play Swamps?
Yeah. Is that Scrap Heap Trawler?
I think that is a Scrap Trawler.
Is it Scrap Trawler or Scrap Heap
I think
Trawler?
it's just Scrap. I think it is Scrap Heap Trawler. You're probably right.
Yeah. So. What? Okay. So he's getting in there with the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Dustin's still missing out on some creatures. He wants to flip over that Legion's Landing as soon as possible. Looks like a gifted Aetherborn in his hand.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but I think he's got at least one Aetherborn.
Yeah.
We're going to tap a lot of mana for something here.
Yes, we are.
Twilight Prophet.
Twilight Prophet, when it enters the battlefield. All right, I was about to say. Okay, so he just tapped one extra. Okay. I was thinking of the vampire, the 4/4, that when it enters the battlefield, you draw X and lose X, where X is the number of vampires you control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Limited powerhouse.
So we're going to gain a life with the Inventor's Fair here.
Yeah. Okay. Twilight Prophet is has flying and ascend, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have the city's blessing, reveal the top card of your library and put it into your hand. Each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is that card's converted mana cost. So this is exactly like the blue-black Seer from Ravnica. This not the first iteration of Ravnica, the Return of Ravnica. It was like a 4/4.
Seer?
Yeah, Dustmantle
Yeah.
Seer. It's kind of like Dustmantle Seer, but you have to have the city's blessing.
Yeah, I think we're one away from that right now.
And it's only you revealing. I feel like Dustmantle Seer was you both revealed.
I remember people calling it like the Bad Bob. So
Bad Bob.
Maybe it was just you. It just cost 4 mana.
No, I had something else on it too. Well, now I'm talking about it. Yeah, each player, at the beginning of your upkeep, each player reveals the top card of his or her library, loses life equal to that card's converted mana cost, and puts it into his or her hand. So you both would do it. That's what it was with Dustmantle
Gotcha.
Seer.
So now we're one more card away from having the city's blessing.
Yeah.
Got a vampire dying there.
All right, Sanctum Seeker. He's just jamming all the 4 mana vampires in this. You better not let this deck get to 4 mana.
Yeah, yeah.
Is your you don't realize how many rare and mythic like vampires there are that 4-drop at 4 converted mana cost until you just see him out on the board. Now I'm looking at him, I see it. Yeah, he's still 1 away. Brandon's still missing land drops here. He's
another blossom. Yep, another blooming marsh there.
Not doing him any favors right now.
And I think we might have missed a gain life trigger
I think so.
from the Inventor's Fair.
I don't remember if it's a May or not, but
He missed it.
he missed it, regardless.
So now that's a pretty big scrap heap scrounger.
Yeah, it is. If I'm Dustin, I'm just letting this come through. There's no way I'm blocking. There's no
Yeah, it'll
need
just
to
come back. Yeah.
Yeah, like you have the board position here.
Do you though?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, hey, whoa, he's got the chef at Dunes. He can pump his team. Not that he wants to do that right now.
He's got 2 Gifted Aetherborns in his hand.
Start throwing those down.
I feel like we really just need to get the city's blessing on here.
Yeah. Step 2, play Gifted Aetherborn. Now he does have the city's blessing. Now, still nothing happens. But something
maybe.
something will happen eventually. I feel like in this white-black vampires deck, Dustin could be playing some number of Baffling End. That would help him out a lot here. He'd really be able to get some stuff done, honestly.
Yeah, Baffling End, just kind of one of those answer-alls for white. Like, that would be great here for one of these Scrap Heap Scroungers.
Scrap Heap Scroungers, even one of these Metallic Mimics. And then he could get in with the Sanctum Seeker and flip his Legion's Landing.
Yeah. And you got to wonder how much removal you want to be playing in this white-black vampires deck. Like, I would imagine that 4 Fatal Push would just be enough removal. You got to be playing something else, like maybe 1 or 2 Vraska's Contempt, but it looks like his deck is already full of 4-drop and beyond cards. So.
I would not. Yeah, exactly. It's not like you're playing in like anything that's going to help your mana, because you are playing historically the worst type of mana base. White-black is generally the hardest on a mana base as a 2-color combination, because there are a lot of 2-mana
black and 2-mana white cards.
Exactly, at 2 drops and 3 drops. Maybe not in his deck, but historically the deck has been like harder on the mana. Hymn to Torok, even like he has one on the board right now, Gifted Aetherborn.
Yeah,
and he has to play Plains in his deck. It's hard to cast that on turn 2.
Yeah.
So, and especially going Legion's Landing into Gifted Aetherborn.
Yeah, that definitely makes it rough. If that's
exactly.
Like your curve.
Yeah. So Brandon taking a look at his hand here. I honestly, other than constructs, I do not know what Brandon has going on. He's played a. He's he's
So
played.
far, what we've seen, it's working though.
He still has one of the best removal spells in standard with unlicensed disintegration. But beyond that, color me confused. I'm just not 100% certain like what his deck is, built to do other than like being a merfolkish type deck without the hexproof that you would get from Merfolk, or that new 4-drop lord that whenever your Merfolk deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card.
Oh yeah.
So, I played against that deck on MTGO multiple times recently, and Command is good.
Yeah.
She's very good.
Yeah, that fish deck as a whole just seems pretty solid.
And now I don't like it against the blue-white. It's not super fast and aggressive. It's just one of those aggressive type decks that goes larger than you.
Yeah, it seems like a stompy style deck, really.
Yeah. But at the same time, it can play counter magic.
We're going to see a Vona's Hunger here. So he's going to have to sacrifice half of his creatures rounded up.
Wow.
On that last turn, though, Dustin blocked with the Gifted Aetherborn on the Scrap Heap Scrounger. I'm not sure if that's what you should be doing. Like, even if he did just top deck this Vona's Hunger, I think you just want to, chump block with a token because he's going to get the Scrap Heap back, and you want to get aggressive with the Gifted Aetherborn and make him sacrifice some pretty crucial creatures.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So he's going to sacrifice the Scrap Heap Trawler here, and he's going to get something back with it.
He's going to get back the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Okay. All right. No, that makes sense. Okay. Yep.
So that was not a good Vona's Hunger.
Ended up not being a good Vona's Hunger.
Yeah.
I still think Dustin's in the lead here. Even though he has a lesser life total. Well, saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 vampires. Get 4 triggers. Get 3 triggers from the... So, let's see. If you would have swung out. Brandon's going to block one of these tokens.
He's going to block both of them.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Metallic Mimics 3.
He's going to take 2, go to 7. Dustin's going to go to 11 and play another Gifted Aetherborn.
So Dustin's actually at 21, not 7.
Oh, okay.
I still want to know what this green is for in the...
Brandon keeps forgetting this Inventor's Fair trigger.
Yeah, he's missed at least 4 or 5 life off that.
And really, that honestly might be the difference in this game. If he doesn't start paying attention to that, he's going to...
So what is that he just played?
I'm not sure. Clearly a construct, but I'm not 100% certain as to what it is. Oh, Awakened Amalgam. Gotcha.
I don't know what that does.
So Awakened Amalgam's power and toughness is equal to the different number of or different types of land that you control.
Oh, okay. So that might explain it a little bit.
It's a 3/3 and it's a 6/6.
Gotcha. Okay.
And because it it's a 3. It has 3 different lands out on the field, differently named lands you control. Has 3 different lands on the battlefield. It's a 3/3 and it gets Oh, it's a golem. It is not a construct. Oh. Well, throw that theme right out the window. Get that out of that deck.
That would have been... Yeah, that would have been great.
It would have been great. As it stands, it's just a 3/3.
Yeah.
Now, I did not see what Dustin... Whoa. Whoa. Big Mama EDH card.
Is that a Azor's Gateway?
Is that the one that gives +1/+1 to all your creatures? You need to choose a creature type?
No, I'm thinking of the one where you exile a card, and then when you have 5 different mana costs under it, you flip it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Immortal, Immortal, yeah.
Suns. Okay, so this is Immortal Sun.
Yeah, the Immortal Sun. That's what it is. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card, and players can't activate Planeswalker's loyalty abilities.
Yeah. So
what a beating! I knew it was good and limited.
We're playing mono 4-drops and up, splash, like Legion's Landing and Gifted Aetherborn in this deck.
Just give Dustin all the time in the world, and that's what he's going to beat you with. He is going to beat you with the Immortal Sun.
If he gets to turn 4, he's winning.
Yeah. Well, he tapped 6. That's why I thought it was the Immortal Sun, not Azor's Gateway.
No, it was the
Immortal Sun. Yeah. That's why I had said that.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense why he does have the. I would agree, Dova can be. That makes sense as to why he's playing the Marsh. So sideboard, I think Dustin's bringing in at least 3 more Immortal Suns. Or he's probably got some more 4-drops to bring in.
He might bring in Baffling End if it's a card he would have in his sideboard. I could also see like Settle the Wreckage or Fumigate. I feel like he's probably more of a Settle the Wreckage deck than a Fumigate deck.
I would agree.
But it's kind of weird because a lot of people aren't going to be swinging into his creatures, so I don't know if Settle the Wreckage is really the most efficient card for him to play.
I know this for sure. He definitely has a multitude of removal spells to bring in.
Yeah, he's got his choice.
He's probably got Duress in his board and other things like that for the control matchups, but
yeah, he's probably not going to bring Duress in for this.
Definitely not. If he does have Settle the Wreckage, though, that would be good against Brandin. You say even if Brandin just swinging his Scrap Heap Scroungers, Settle the Wreckage is good against that.
Yeah, I think Settle the Wreckage is fine.
I don't think Brandin has a ton of basics either. His deck did not seem like the type of deck that would play a bunch of basics.
Not if we're playing that. Not if we're playing that Golem.
Yeah. So. Since we're between games here, need I remind you guys to go out there and like our Facebook page. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook again. You know, we have our own website, topdeckproductions.com. We write daily articles. We have videos up on there. You know,
yeah.
We're kind of everywhere right now.
We got all the major social media functions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go out there, give us a like, give us a shout out, yell at us if you want. Any news is good news.
Yep. We if you see a deck you like on stream, hit us up. We'll do our best to get a deck tech out of it.
Absolutely.
We got some versus videos coming up down the pipeline.
Yeah.
So big things in the works for Top Deck.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will continue to produce and get better and put out fantastic content for you guys.
Yeah, as long as we can find somebody to replace you, I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Get a real commentary.
Yeah. Why don't you go out on the street and find yourself a homeless man? Put him back here with a headset on. So, all right. So game number 2, Brandon's going to be on the play. Let's see if he has a more aggressive start. I don't know if he needs a more aggressive start or what he actually needs is Walking Ballista. That's what he legitimately needs in his deck. I have the very good feeling that Dustin has a hard time against Walking Ballista, as these types of decks tend to have an issue against it.
I don't know if Walking Ballista is in the cards or not. Is Walking Ballista a construct?
I think it is. If it is, then
we're looking that up right now as we speak.
I definitely think it is. It is a construct, yes.
All right, so yeah, I can see Walking Ballista being here.
Yeah.
And
coming into play with like with two extra counters?
Yeah, that's definitely going to clear the board away.
Yeah, exactly.
For those scrap heaps to get in there. Scrap Heap Trawler is just an awesome value card too. If
Well, it
you're doing
wasn't
this
a
artifact thing.
wasn't a modern deck for a little bit, like a fringe combo modern deck. I wasn't a big fan of the deck, but
Is that the Pilla Pala combo deck?
so it had the 4-drop Quark Clan Ironworks, and it would like sacrifice a bunch of
okay.
artifacts and
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, bring it
So
back with
just-
Scrap Heap Trawler because it can't play Second Sunrise
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
All right, well, Dustin's taking has taken a mulligan.
So
He is scrying. I feel like he's mulliganed a lot. Every time I see him on camera, he's mulliganing. Maybe he's just lacking lands. Bomat Courier.
that's a good.
That's
So is that a Authority of the Consoles in his hand?
It's
Because
a-
that's definitely a card that could be in his sideboard.
yeah. Vicious Conquistador.
So he does have some low drops in the
He
deck.
does. He also has a Walk the Plank in his hand as well. Is that an Ixalan's Binding?
Oh, is that what that is? I thought it was an Authority of the Consoles.
Yeah, I think it is an Ixalan's Binding. It's got like Walk the Plank, Gifted Aetherborn, maybe 2 Walk the Planks.
So he might not have. I'm not sure if he cited in the Ixalan's Binding. That seems kind of slow
Yeah,
against Brandon's deck.
but to be fair, Brandon did not have a fast start last game. He played like a 2-drop into another 2-drop into
Yeah,
like
but-
another 2-drop.
You'd think that he'd be able to derive enough information from the cards that he was playing out that it's probably supposed to be a faster style deck.
True. Very true.
So another Conquistador in hand there, at least we see, and a Gifted Aetherborn. And we're missing a second land.
Yep. I was afraid of this. And then a Trawler. Gets himself a 1/1 counter. Land? Oh, coming to play tap land, but a land nonetheless. I can start throwing out those Gifted Aetherborns, or he really needs to walk the plank that
That Mimic.
yeah, he does. I mean, he's gonna get everything out of control here soon.
I mean, these Conquistadors are actually stonewalling the Mimic and the Courier right now.
yeah. The only thing they're not, the Scrap Trawler can get in.
Yeah. So we have 4 different land types here from Brandon if he plays that Golem out again.
Ooh, what is this? Oh, that's what the green is for.
So this is the Reanimator enchantment, right?
Yes.
I love it.
Wow. Yes, I mean, the only thing you can target here really is the Scrap Trawler, right? Everything else kind of leaves you open to Fatal Push. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, fetching out with his Evolving Wilds, or excuse me, yeah, Evolving Wilds. Dustin finds a third land. Okay, he's real close. He has 2 Ixalan's bindings in his hand. That'll do something against that enchantment. He's going to play a Vryan. So,
So whenever he attacks with a vampire, we get another vampire.
yep. Card would be really good if it triggered for each vampire that attacked.
Card would probably be too good.
Maybe. Maybe. You might be right. As of right now, I don't think it's fantastic. I mean, just block with your... You just kind of block with your Trawler and... Or you could trade with your Mimic. Okay, he's going to trade with his Mimic. Flip this over. I'm not a big fan of that attack.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Yeah,
No.
you got a vampire, but then you didn't. Then you lost your 1/2 with a attack effect.
Does Scrap Trawler get back Eldrazi Mimic? I thought it was whenever it was one that costed 1 less. Check this out here. When Scrap Trawler or another artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return to your hand target artifact card in your graveyard with lesser converted mana cost. Yes. Okay. So, I kind of see what his combo is here. That makes sense.
That should be exile. That was a magma spray too.
Yeah. That should be exiled. Vran should be exiled, excuse me. Okay. Getting in with a Scrap Trawler. Dustin chooses to take 4. Really, if he draws a land here, he could exile the Eldrazi Mimic or the Scrap Trawler.
Metallic Mimic.
Or Metallic Mimic. I'm so used to Eldrazi. Mavrin. I was sitting here calling Vran. But it's Mavrin. Fane. Excuse me.
There's the
Thank you, Dovahkiin. Yep. This will prevent... Nah, it won't prevent anything. Even if he trades, like, Brandon's just going to sit there and return his creatures back.
So that's 7 different land types now on the battlefield?
Yeah, it is. Wow. Playing a 4-mana 7/7, but still just a vanilla 7/7, really.
Would you play that for 4 mana? If there was no stipulation, it was just a 4 mana.
I mean, I'll play a 2-mana 5/6, but I don't know if I'll play a 4-mana 7/7.
How do you feel about, is it Gala? The 12/12 dinosaur?
Galta?
Galta, yeah. Win more or just the right amount? I feel like it's definitely capable of turning games around, but I feel like more often than not, you're probably just winning
You're
more.
just already ahead at that point, though.
Are you, though? What if you're in, like, a board stall? And you just cast it, and it's like, deal with this, or you're probably going to lose.
Standard has not been at a point where there have been a bunch of board stalls, is the problem. So, is that a Vanquisher's banner? That is a Vanquisher's banner. Wow. If I'm Brandon, I'm windmill slamming that. My constructs are getting +1/+1 every time I cast one. I'm drawing one. All right. Dustin should be playing that.
I just don't even have anything right now.
Limited Powerhouse Vanquisher's banner. That's what it is. Ooh, another coming to play tap land for Dustin. Hey, at least it's land. You can't be upset about that. Dustin has the answers. He has Ixalan's Binding in his hand.
Yep.
He just needs to get to a point where he can, cast that and, ward off these attacks.
So I think the only card left in Brandon's hand is a Bomat Courier as well. So we're gonna
No, it's another Metallic Mimic.
Oh, is it another?
Yeah.
Metallic? Okay, so next turn we're definitely going to see the Ixalan Binding come down, but I think Dustin's probably in a okay spot still.
Yeah. Dustin's going to walk the plank. I'm not a huge fan of that. He's going to get a Scrap Trawler. Brandon's going to return back a Bomat Courier. Yeah. Brandon's still able to get back that Scrap Trawler. Oh, it goes back to his hand. Yeah. Still, Brandon's got the long game locked down right now. Completely locked down. Like, he doesn't have much of a board position as of right now. But other than that, I mean, every card, he's going to start casting these cards. He's going to draw a card. Dustin has some answers, but he has to answer all these legitimate threats, too.
Yeah, we just... Brandon's going to have to actually draw into something, though, but with the
I don't. I don't think you make this trade here. I don't think that's beneficial to you in any way.
Yeah, I think you just take the 2.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it sets you behind a turn where just taking 2 is just taking 2. Like your life total is not in any legitimate danger.
Yeah, you're not dying anytime.
Exactly. So you just play that, and then all these creatures are gonna keep coming back. All right.
So I guess you just play the
I
mimic
mean,
out,
yeah. I
and
mean,
then,
you're just gonna play this mimic, get that trigger, draw a card, cast a Bowmat Courier, draw a card.
So the banner is on cast, right?
Yeah.
So you won't get the trigger from the mimic because it enters the battlefield and then you name something, correct?
Well, he's naming construct.
Right, but if it's on cast,
Isn't Eldrazi isn't Metallic Mimic already a construct?
I don't know. I'm bad with standard, man.
I legitimately think it is a construct already.
On the wrong night.
Yeah, it is a
okay, so you will get the trigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, it's a shapeshifter. Excuse me.
Okay, so you won't get it.
You won't get that. You will not get that. That's fine.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure what we're thinking about. I think you just go ahead and play out the mimic anyway.
Yeah.
Name construct, cast your Bowmat Courier, draw your card, and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what Brandon.
Oh, is that the golem?
That is the golem.
That's the golem.
Is it a? It's still a 7/7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that's an 8.
Is it an 8? Is that legitimately an 8? I thought he played a Blooming Marsh. He has 2 Blooming Marshes.
Oh, bummer.
So it's a 7/7.
Bummer. Not as good.
Oh no, get that out of your deck.
Don't play it anymore. Actually, it'll be a 9/9 when it comes in, right? Because of the mimic in the banner. So it should be a 9/9, right?
No, because it's not a construct.
Oh, there's too much going on.
I know.
I can't keep track of it all. I'm just bad. So
Okay.
What do you bind here? Do you still just go after the banner?
I think you get the banner. Yeah, I think the banner in the long run is going to do more damage than anything else.
Yeah. And you said he's got 2 of them, right?
Yeah. I definitely saw 2. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I still think you have a high enough life total. You have multiple answers in your hand.
Yeah, you just block with the 1/1 vampire. So Amasend is asking what he thinks he should play at a PPTQ. He's playing blue-white auras or Merfolk, one of those 2. I think auras is definitely the better deck as we've seen in the early large tournament results. I just don't think anyone's figured out the correct fish build yet.
I don't think so either. I think fish as a whole, as we were talking about earlier, has a tendency to go big. It's not a super fast deck. It does have some faster draws, excuse me, but it's not necessarily. It's powerful over a late game, and it has a better end game. But I think blue-white auras as a whole allows you, honestly, a little bit more play. Has more play to it. With the combat tricks, a little bit more of your sequencing, as to where Merfolk is just kind of combat math and playing out your creatures in the correct order, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. The one draw I have to fish is you can either get the unblockable fish or the hexproof fish. They're both tokens, but then you can just load them up with counters and force them to do something about it. But I think the Auras deck, like you play out an Adorned Pouncer, you start loading it up with stuff and they kill it, and it's like, all right, now I'll just eternalize it back, and now it has double strike and it's a 4/4.
My biggest thing with, and I still say this, is the Auras deck. Auras deck is weak to Walking Ballista as well.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
So I guess it depends if you're going to have a lot of green-black constrictor decks at your local meta.
yeah, or Walking Ballista S decks.
Yeah. Yep. And yes, that is the flip land that brings something back.
Yeah, the fish deck does run out of gas unless it has Kumena. Kumena does allow it to draw extra cards, pump its team, things of that nature. Yeah, the Journey to Eternity is the flip land, yes. So
we've got I think we've got a pair of gifted Aetherborns in the hand here.
he can play him.
Yeah. I think that was a Vona's Hunger I've seen as well, but we're obviously far away from the City's Blessing.
I guess you just play out both these gifted Aetherborns, and then the next turn you can Excellen's Binding the Scrap Trawler or the Vanquisher's Banner.
Yeah, I think you go after the banner, stop him from drawing more cards, and just kind
Yeah,
of set up shop.
I definitely think that was the wrong choice with the
Ixalan Binding.
yeah, on the first go round. What's he holding up 2 for?
Couldn't tell you. I didn't get a great look at his hand.
We definitely know that he has another Ixalan's Binding and another gifted Aetherborn. Other than that, though, I'm not 100% certain. Unlicensed Disintegration off the top. It's pretty good.
So we're going to go down to 13, and I'm probably getting in with the Trawler here.
Trawler's a 5/4.
Well, I guess you swing with everything because you have the Trawler out, so you're just going to
Exactly.
get value out of it.
Yeah, and then you can sack this Bomat Carrier. Okay. He's going to have to take the chump here.
So we should be at 8, I believe, now.
Yeah. And we go back to, why did he hold back this gifted Aetherborn?
So
Was it maybe not another gifted Aetherborn in his hand? I can't see what that card is on the top of Dustin's hand. It's probably 4-drop. Mono 4-drops. Yeah. See? See?
it's a little late to the
Mono
party.
2/4s. All right. Yeah, Brandon's going to get back.
So deck lists, Iron Blood, are posted if you request them. We don't just put every deck list up, but if there's a particular deck you're interested in, we can do our best to talk to the player and try and get his list for you.
Yeah. Okay. Brandon's got a lot of lands. He's still going to win this game, though.
Yeah, I think we're definitely
yeah.
gonna see a game 3. If I'm Dustin, I'm probably just picking them up to make sure we have enough time to finish
There's
game 3.
there's nothing he can do regardless. Those scrap trawlers are 5/4s.
Yeah, like
so.
even a Bantu's Reckoning, I don't think is gonna get you there.
So he had a Sanctum Seeker and another Ixalan's Binding in his hand. So. Okay. So now we have more of an idea of what these two sided into. I think Dustin did side into some Ixalan's Bindings.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So. Brandon did name Construct, yeah. That's his entire... We should really just name his... it's Constructs Tribal.
Yeah, Construct Stompy.
Yeah, Construct Stompy. Yeah. I like the... I definitely like Unlicensed Disintegration, clearly. I'm a big fan of that card. I think when Standard first came out, there was a big to-do because a lot of people were playing Mardu vehicles somewhat.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I remember some there being some talk at the start of Kaladesh about this card. Maybe not necessarily for Standard. I remember people wanting to try to make it work in Modern.
yeah. There had been some talk. I do remember that, like with metallic mimic printing and whatnot.
I have played against. I've seen it twice now. Once I thought it was just a random rogue brew, but I've seen a different guy playing it. It's like this weird Ravenous Intruder deck with like all of the Kaladesh cycle 1-drop artifacts.
Okay.
And the scrap heap trawler just like keeps fueling the engine, getting them back.
Yep.
And I got flung at for like 90. Ravenous Intruder. It was like one of the coolest decks I'd seen, but it took him so long to combo off that he only had time to play a game 1.
Do it once. That's it. So I like what Brandon's doing with his deck. I think the enchantment though is a little much. I think it kind of stretches the mana base out a little bit more than what you would need to do. I think you could just be black-red and play Weldfast Engineer with these constructs. But maybe then you're just going a different direction with a different deck.
Yeah, because then you're not playing the Golem if you're just playing red-black.
Yeah.
So it would be a different deck.
It would be a different deck.
I think there's...
I think the red-black deck goes a little bit faster, which is what you would want in this standard format. I think he's playing a deck that kind of relies on its graveyard, and a graveyard-based deck isn't fantastic in a metagame kind of... I won't say dominated, but... yeah, dominated by
people are playing
Scarab God
Grounds in their normal mana base.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
Now, so.
Scavenger Grounds, and then you have Scarab God.
Yep.
You still have Death Gorge Scavenger because of Scarab God.
Yeah, that card is. I've never hated a card more in standard right now than
What,
the Death
Scarab
Gorge,
God?
No, the Death Gorge Scavenger.
Why?
Because I play a deck that's not Scarab God, but can't deal with a Death Gorge Scavenger. Like, they play one, and I just have no way of getting it off the table.
Yeah. So.
Aethersphere Harvester. I like that in this matchup because, oddly enough, vampires don't fly.
Yeah, he has a 2/4 flyer. Okay, all right. Now, okay, I'm getting a little bit of what's going on here. He's gonna play all of the Lord based. Was that Solemnity? He played. Huh.
So, brought it in probably for the counters with the Metallic Mimic since he's had them both games, you know.
Yeah. Here it comes, Scrap Trawler. Oh, I was kind of hoping for a. I was kind of hoping for the amalgam. Energy's shutting off energy. I guess it shuts off counters and Merfolk. What else does that shut down? Shuts down Grixis energy, shuts down the counters and Merfolk.
So, like, it's okay against Grixis energy, but I probably wouldn't waste a slot bringing it in.
No.
Because they can just...
Well, it was the same argument against Teamer energy a while ago.
Yeah, but I feel like Teamer energy was way more reliant than Grixis was. Because Grixis... Like, you shut off their Whirler Virtuosos, essentially. Like, yeah, you shut down the Glint Sleeve Siphoner, but it's still a 2/1 for Menace. It's still a good 2-drop creature.
Yeah.
But I think at that point, you're just getting rid of the Whirler Virtuoso. But I do like Solemnity in the board against, like, Snake decks. Snake decks just really have a hard time getting past this card if you have it on turn 3.
I was about to say, you have to legitimately
if you draw it
have...
on, like, turn 6...
you probably lost the game.
Yeah, you don't want to draw that card.
I'll play Verter's Gear Hulk. Okay, I'll play Solemnity this next turn.
Yeah, that's never a good
What's
thing.
that? All your creatures get 2/1/1 counters, not just one? All right, well, I'll scoop them up. Next game. On the play, it does turn off the Snake deck. A Snake can, but the funny thing is, Snake can just go like turn 2 Snake, turn 3 Rishkar. Oh no, I have 8 power on the board.
I've also seen a lot of the green-black decks now playing the Brontodon. Like,
I really like the Brontodon.
Well, it's a 3/4 for 3 with an effect
Upside.
that's relevant.
Yeah,
a lot of things actually.
Yeah. Sky Sovereign.
We're just gonna fly over.
I have not seen a Sky Sovereign in a long time.
So we need the only way in white-black to deal with this, I believe, is Ixalan Binding or Vraska's Contempt. Or this game's going to be over real quick.
Yeah. Boat is still king.
Boat is good. Yeah, Boat is good.
Boat is still Boat. 6/5 flyer. Kills your Gifted Aetherborn. We have a judge call going on right now. See, I think it does do a lot to the snake deck because of turning off Walking Ballista.
You can't explore. I mean, you can explore, but you don't get anything.
You don't get any counters from Explorer. He turns off Rishkar, obviously. Turns off Verdurous Gear Hulk. The snake deck doesn't have like, I mean, unless they're playing like some Slice and Twains or something like that in the board. It like shutting off Walking Ballista is huge. Shutting off, you know, any of the counters that you're getting with Snake. That's really annoying.
Yeah, you're at that point you're just playing like a bunch of like, well, you're playing a 2/3 for 2.
Yeah.
A 2/1 for 2.
It's pretty bad when you're exploring and you're hoping you're hitting a land on top of your deck.
Yeah. Yeah, it just turns all your creatures into purely vanilla creatures.
Yeah. And trust me, Walking Ballista when it's vanilla and it doesn't even get any counters when you cast it for 6. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Not the only one playing Immortal Sun.
Who would have thought?
Oh man, Brandon, you got to get in there with that boat, buddy. You got to get in there with that boat. Put some stank on it.
What's the crew on the boat?
Huh?
What's the crew on the boat?
What's the crew on the boat?
Yeah. 3? Is it crew?
Yeah. Oh, you meant the crew cost. Okay.
So
I thought you meant like the picture.
Yeah.
What's the crew that's drawn on the picture? I was like, I don't know. It's like 16 goats and half of a man. I don't know.
So he should have crewed the harvester, used the harvester to crew the boat in Swung.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's what I was saying. He definitely. Okay. Okay, so what he did was he activated his Aether Sphere Harvester with the bonus hunger on the stack. Oh, did he say he activated his Sky Sovereign with the Aether Sphere Harvester on the stack? Or with that bonus hunger still on the stack? Is this so? That means he has 3 creatures, and that means he has to sacrifice 2.
Well, I don't think he had the City's Blessing.
Oh, he does he not? 4,
No.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he's one short. I thought he had.
Yeah,
I thought he had one
that
more
just to
land.
keep his creature out there.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Oh wait. Yeah. So it is active, but he only had the. Wait, he's blocking the Gifted Aetherborn?
I suppose. Yeah, I know, Dustin, that Gifted Aetherborn can't be killed by a Sky Sovereign now. I realized that after I said it because the Radiant Destiny that he played earlier. That was my bad. I
still don't like blocking with the.
Yeah, I think his thought process is I'll get it back somehow.
So we just picked up a Vraska's Contempt and an Unlicensed Disintegration.
Wow.
So really we need to keep this Legion's Landing from flipping at this point. So he's going to have to burn it either now or before Dustin goes to his attack step.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because if he flips this, I don't know if Brandon can really come back from it at this point.
Well, Dustin's really aggressive right here, and Brandon hasn't done much of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he does have the City's Blessing.
Yeah, but he's got to play a card to trigger it.
Yeah.
So let's see if he stops him before he goes to his attack step.
Yeah, he already has a flipped Legion's Landing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Looking at the screen's really hard.
Reading cards is hard. To be fair, it is smaller.
I'm not used to all the pictures yet. I'm still learning some of them.
Okay. Rastus Contempt. Yeah, that makes sense with that. Definitely makes sense with the Sanctum Seeker. It is exiled.
And we do gain 2 life.
Gains 2, goes back up to 10. Man, that's the Lemnity. He's kind of doing some work. That Aether Sphere Harvester, you know, not even able to gain any life.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. So he's swinging with all these creatures. They all have vigilance.
Yep.
Brandon did forget the cost reduction on the Immortal Sun as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
This match is just a mess from the players and the commentators. We're not off to a good Wednesday.
No. No, to be fair, Immortal Sun does have a ton of text.
Yeah. Yep.
And really, the only one that most people read is, you know what? I get to draw an extra card and my creatures get +1/+1.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all it does. Okay. Noxious Gearhulk.
Yep.
Destroy that.
All right, so we've got 40 seconds. Dustin's at 29, and we've got some power on board from Brandon, so he might be able to get this in if he hurries things up a little bit.
I see a walking ballista in his hand, by the way. We did say that walking ballista would be good against Dustin early in this match.
Yep.
And it is actually horrendous right now.
Dustin knew what was up.
Dustin knew. He called the bluff. It's like, I'll bring in Solemnity. Not going to be able to do much. All right.
So
Maverick. Now we're on turns.
Time, yep.
Okay. I think Brandon was definitely going to win this match now.
I think given more time, Brandon was going to win.
Yeah.
Because Gearhulk has Menace, so if you want to block that thing, you're going to have to block with 2 of them.
He played Maverick, so now he's not able to make a token either. Not that it matters anyways.
So we could unlicense Disintegration here.
Yeah.
Crew up the Harvester.
He played the Mimic.
So he might be able to get this done in time, or in the next 3 battle steps.
So it'll be
steps.
So it'll be 10. Put Dustin down to 15. Plus the unlicensed Disintegration puts Dustin down to 12.
And Burn,
yeah, Ballista would be a 1/1.
Yep.
I saw you played out for 0. Doing anything else is not worth it. Yeah, you can play out this Metallic Mimic. Something. Crew up. Hashtag crew up the
Come on, play out the Ballista. Play it out.
Yeah, play it out for 0.
Oh, come on.
All right. So now we've got 6, 10, 14 coming in. Dustin goes to 8.
Ooh. So I think he's going to get it.
I think so too.
Yep.
Unless
unless
Dustin finds something.
It's going to be like back-to-back Vraska's Contempts, I think.
I don't know. Maybe he has Bantu's Last Reckoning. But even then, what does that do?
Yeah, because
that was turn 2.
He's still going to get 2 more attack steps, so the Harvester is still going to kill him in 2 turns.
Okay. So walk the plank. He's going to trigger, get back an artifact from his graveyard to his hand. It's going to be the ship. And now...
So now we just kill the tokens and win, right?
Yeah. Does he have a kill spell in his hand? Oh, he has the Sky Sovereign. Excuse me.
I think he's got a Disintegration as well, but
I don't think he has. Does he have a Disintegration? I'll play this Ballista out for 0. Come on, get that value. Yeah, 8 coming in. All right. Brandon takes this game.
Got him in turns.
All right. Well, that was a little bit more exciting there towards the end.
Yeah, that started off really slow on both sides, and then at the end we got rolling after the Immortal Sun was out.
You know what was funny? We were talking about Dustin having a lot of 4-drops in his deck early in the match, and then he didn't see any of his powerful 4-drops late that game.
Yeah.
So it kind of did hurt him, missing out on those 4-drops. So yeah, definitely forgetting the forgetting the cost reduction from the Immortal Sun. I mean, he remembered everything else on it, the really relevant things. So, okay, we're going to wrap up this round. We've got the next round coming up right at you. These guys are the last match, so we'll be right back.